We've got NBC's hardworking Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles right here. It's been an all-nighter for you as well. We just had Kevin McCarthy, the former House Speaker, of course, coming on. He said, I mean, look, everyone portrays confidence, but he believes that Republicans will hold on to the House and perhaps increase their numbers.
I mean, it's possible, I think we still have to count all the votes. I mean, at this stage, about 54 of the House seats have yet to be called yet. There are still open battlegrounds in both New York and in California. There are razor-thin margins here. You see Democrats picking up quite a few seats that they knew they needed to pick up. They've lost a couple, like in Pennsylvania, that they were hoping to hold on to. So it really could go either way. Yes, the Republicans I talked to are projecting confidence, but the Democrats feel like they've got a real opportunity here to hold on to this as at least having one bastion of power in Washington.
And the Senate is a lock. It's going to the Republicans. You're getting some results in, too.
Yeah, you know what's amazing about that, Hoda, is we seemed so unsure about how everything was going to go last night. We knew what was going to happen here, and that was that the Republicans were going to take control of the Senate. As it stands right now, the Republicans have picked up 3 seats, so that gives them a net gain of 2 seats total. So they're going to have the majority when they go back to form a Congress at the beginning of the year. And that's really because of 3 seats in particular that we know they've won. They won in West Virginia, first off. That's the seat that was formerly held by Joe Manchin. Jim Justice, the governor there, will become the next senator from West Virginia. In Ohio, Bernie Moreno has beat the long-term incumbent Sherrod Brown. And then in Montana, it is Tim Sheehy, the former Navy SEAL, who beat back John Tester, the longtime incumbent there. But we were talking about something before, which is an interesting dynamic that's at play in Ohio. Keep in mind, they're going to need a new senator in Ohio because the new vice president-elect, J.D. Vance, is the senator from Ohio. So Mike DeWine, the governor, will appoint someone, but that potentially an opening for the Democrats to try and reclaim that seat when they have a special election in 2 years.
Well, that'll be interesting. And then we also have, I mean, a couple of other Senate races still hanging out there. Michigan's race, I don't believe we've called that.
That's
Elizabeth Slotkin, the congresswoman, versus Mike Rogers, who was a Trump critic turned Trump devotee, who is the former head of the Intelligence Committee. Got that race going.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how this blue wall is playing out for Democrats in the Senate, because almost all of these blue wall Democrats are running ahead of Kamala Harris in some of these key states. We're talking about Pennsylvania. We're talking about Wisconsin. We're talking about Michigan. And right now, for instance, Tammy Baldwin in Wisconsin, she's already declared victory. We certainly haven't projected that victory for her, but they feel confident that she has a path to victory. She's leading right now and that she's going to hold that lead. Bob Casey's folks in Pennsylvania, they are still projecting confidence that they think that he's got an opportunity to win. He's right behind now in the vote count, and the Michigan race now is 50-50. It could go either way.
Interesting, too, some of these Democrats running in some of these battleground states were taking a very centrist tone, and some of them were distancing themselves from Biden, and some were running ads toward the end.
Right.
Highlighting places where they agreed with Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's right. Bob Casey was running ads talking about how he supported Trump's trade proposals and also wanted to get tough on the border. There were signs there about how the Biden administration was dragging on these Democratic candidates. That truly manifested itself yesterday with the votes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Well,
hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.